Hey everybody, uh, welcome to a new Constructopia dev stream. Hope everybody is doing well today. Lots of people. We've got Dom, RGC exists, Note on Guy, Maima, Freddy Killer 100, Add a Link, Kirby Super, and Pizza here. Yeah, hope you had a good Saturday. I thought maybe I could like do some Constructopia dev for a few hours before Dom does his weekly GBG community dev streams. Kirby Super says, I don't even know what Constructopia is. In that case, you might want to check out the link in the video description to the announcement video that Dom made a while back, talking about, you know, what Constructopia is and what it's all about. In the meantime, let's get to the GBG. So, here's what I'm going to be doing today. I want to work on build mode. Because the thing about... Because, like, where we are now, it's like... there's a lot of UI work that has been done lately. But obviously, you know, the focus of the game is going to be the whole, like, building. So let me show you the latest build that we've made on stream. So we've got all the different camera modes here. We've got a little menu going on. We can visit, and that puts us in the shoes of this little person known on here. And we can go back to this view, and of course we can like edit, and that will put us in yet another different view. However, currently this view doesn't really do anything. I've actually been... One of the earlier builds actually had a functional, I guess, prototype, but it wasn't like that great, like that efficient, and thankfully Zertulorian's been putting out a great little optimization, so I'm hoping to be able to implement that. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, you haven't seen the new PNG tuber? Yes, I changed my my tuber recently. I just want to try a new art style. I'm pretty happy with it. Adeling says this looks like a big game. Yeah, no kidding. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge, but you know, challengers are nice. So just like last time when I added the new menu and all the game modes, I'm gonna go with like an approach where I basically build something in a blank project and I just add it like in the main build later. Wait, so how fun can it be if you're only got room for placing like 16 structures? Well, it's not like meant to be a full-on city builder, in the sense that you will have to manage a bunch of things like, you know, money, population, electricity, water, that kind of stuff. It's just gonna be like a little creative game. And the idea is that you know, you can build like a little model town and you can visit it from the perspective of a resident, and you'll also get some stuff to do there. You'll be able to talk to NPCs and complete quests. Yeah, it's kind of more a sandbox game. I like to think of it as like a city building toy rather than a full-on game, because there's no real objective in this, essentially. Because, you know, besides we have to abide to the limits of GBG. I mean, how creative can you get with a 4x4 grid? I mean, I'm sure we can get like plenty creative. Like there's a lot of like combinations of buildings you can place. Because while there are like if there's gonna be say 16 different building types, and that includes things like building lots, right? It's not just gonna be like you plop down a singular apartment complex, right? It's gonna be like tiny little street blocks, and you know they might have like different arrangements, a bit of decoration. There might be like one that's like a park. There's one that could be like a little marketplace. So, you know, lots of potential for that. Of course, it's gonna be a matter of designing good-looking little pieces of a town. But that's gonna be for later. For now, I need to work on the underlying logic of build modes, which I think is going to be quite a challenging task. Hey Troops, Sleepy Turtle has awoken and arrived. Welcome. I hope you had a good sleep. Even though I'm assuming it might have been a bit short, but good to have you here. Yeah, we can do quite a bit with stuff like that. I think if we knew that it wouldn't be like great fun to build with a grid this small, we wouldn't have done it. So like, I think we're pretty confident that you can still have plenty of fun, and obviously that's just one part of the game. There's also the part that's like on foot, so that's also something to look forward to. Had a weird dream of Puss in Boots horrifically bedding. Oh my god. Yeah, I can see why that's RGC says, okay, so that's the equivalent to a 4x4 canvas for pixel art. That's kind of apples and oranges though. Because like obviously they're gonna be more complex than just singular pixels, right? They're gonna be a whole like plots of land with stuff on them. I don't think this is really comparable. Because like when you think about doing pixel art on a 4x4 grid, the objective is doing a recognizable drawing, whereas here you can do any combination and it will still look like a town. It's just a matter of how you want to arrange them. So like with that, you can definitely account for the 16 square possibilities, which is like a lot of combinations. Adeline says, how many games is this one single game going to be? Going to take up? Yeah, this is the part where you might think we're crazy, but Dom did say he wanted to keep this like as much inside of one game as possible. So like the idea is no game swap for the main game. But you know, things like the title screen, for example, that could be its own file. Yeah, menu game, as Freddy Killer said. But like the main part of the game, the whole bulk of it, it should ideally be in a single file, which yeah, it's crazy stuff, but hopefully we can make it work. And if not, whatever, we'll have to make some changes, but you know, that's kind of a fun little objective. Give me your boys or your paint cube. Uh-oh. Why are you leaking the DMs between me and Dom Troops? If you made town build a huge and normal person node on it could be the resident mode. That's kind of the idea. if you looked at the build that I've just shown, when you're in build mode, you like camera zooming out, so you get to see like kind of bird's eye view of the city. Why not put the code enter in the menu game? Yeah, that's a possibility as well. Absolutely. Because I believe that Zert said the encoding that takes the layout and turns it into a number, that would fit in a game swap. So at least we know we have that as kind of like a security thing. So yeah, let's do some stuff. Right. So I think to kind of illustrate the build mode. Oh, I heard.
Video Dojo sent me 3 bananas.
Oh.
Thank you. The banana bun is bringing lots of fun. So sad I couldn't join you today, but I know you're going to knock it out of the park.
Thank you so much for the 3 bananas. I really, really appreciate it. And thanks for the lovely message as well. Wish you were there, just like on a postcard and stuff, but yeah. Hopefully we can do some dev together soon. Adling says, wait, you're a banana bunny. Yeah. I guess I'm a bunny and I'm themed after bananas. Okay, I'm getting... I realize that I've been spending the last 10 minutes looking at chat, so I'm gonna try and do both. Yes, I did see that Dave Nolan uploaded, which is really cool. I know I don't really watch him, but I know he hasn't been uploading for a while, so it's good to have you back. Yeah, Dumb Rocks. Agreed, Choops. Hey Gumby, welcome to the stream. Right, so to symbolize the town, I'm just gonna have like a grid of numbers. Basically, it's gonna be like some kind of bingo card or something. Hey DRN, welcome. I'm sniffly today, that's not good. Right. So, I guess this is gonna be like what the game looks like without graphics. So you have a 4x4 grid of good old numbers. Oh wait, there's 2 DRNs. DRN makes and DRN plays. Okay. So each number object basically represents a plot, and each number will correspond to a different tile, basically. You can think of it as basically just a tile set, really. So 0, that would be like just a patch of grass and stuff. Maybe 1 could be a small like group of buildings. Maybe 2 would be like a couple of houses, etc. And so the big idea is we have a 4x4 grid of numbers that go from 0 to 15. So that's 16 different possibilities. And we need a way to, store that in a way that we can then convert into like a code to share. 0 to 16 for every time. I guess 0 to 15. So there would be like, so that will make 16 possibilities. Because otherwise, if you do 0 to 16, that's technically 17. Because computers are weird and like they start counting at 0. Easier that way. So Chan, I'm gonna stop seeing you for a minute because I gotta look back. It's been sufficiently long enough that I don't really remember much about it, but I need to try and see the little screenshot that Zerd posted, which is like a bit far up because it's really been a while. Like, I guess it's been a month since then. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I think I get the gist of it. Did I say Cham? I'm pretty sure I said chat. Did I Cham? Cham cat? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm turning into dumb. I can't read. I can't speak. The orange says, "What I'm making, by the way. This is a Constructopia dev stream, the city building creative game that Dom and I are collaborating on." Okay, so I suppose the one thing I would need is to create a cursor thing, so that's gonna be a few counters, like this. Probably said chat, but I'm just saying what I heard. Okay, well, you know, if you're sleepy and hallucinating, I'm just saying, don't, like, blame it on me. Yeah, I'm gonna call you all Chads. There we go. And this needs to be 0 to 3, and it will start at 3. Hey Chad, how's it going? Alright. So I can just make a 2D marker like this. Oh yeah, I need to use the devious maps to convert it into coordinates for this node on. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I'm a goof. I'm a silly goose. Does your right ear even get tired of being held up? That's just my life as a half-flop bunny. That's just how it is. I do swap them off stream, so they get a bit of a like workout and stuff. Right, so now we've got like our little grid showing, and what I can do is I can like move the stick, and this moves the circle. Now I should probably do a bit of that and a bit of this, so that there we go. That way it doesn't get weird when I do diagonals. Yeah, so it can move into each of those 16 little grid cells, which is neat. And I will need some bullseyes. So I believe last time I was being silly. I just made like one for each cell, but in reality we can just do like this. So instead of having 16, we can only have 8. So I make a few horizontal ones. Okay, selection is being annoying. I'm gonna lock you. There we go. Okay, so now I can... Eh? I locked you. You weren't supposed to select? Ah, GBG. And I can just make them like horizontal. like this. And I can just like layer them on top of this. So now what I can do is like, I can just say, oh, if this marker and this marker are both active, then we know the circle is in the top left, because that's the only place that it could be that would activate both of these markers. But if I move to the right, now this one isn't active anymore. But this one still is, and now this one is active, so we know that it's in this, like, we know it's in the first row, second column. And like if I move down, now it's second row, third column. And that's a lot easier than to just deal with it. Like it's like a table, basically, or a kind of spreadsheet, I suppose, instead of just considering each grid as their own thing. So big thanks to Zerd for for like reminding me that this was actually the best way of doing it instead of whatever it is I was trying to do. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I need to look at that screenshot again, because it's really been way too long. Yeah, I think it's best if I like refresh myself with the old system as well. So one sec. What is? I think this is the one. Yeah, build mode. Test. Would you need 16 end node on and 8 markers for this instead of just 16 markers? No, you'll see. Okay, so this does still work, which is nice. Although this one only works like 8 building times, but that's fine. We can always make more. And so the way this one was done, yeah, you can see that it's not really optimal. Because I have to multiply all of these by the number which identifies each building type, and then I have to like store all of it in all of those 16 counters. And if I want to remove them, I then need to have another 16 multipliers to be able to you know, reset any of these. Yeah, not great. So hopefully this will make it a lot easier. Oh, thanks Discord for throwing me all the way back to the bottom of the Constructopia dev thread and not letting me see the screenshot anymore. I'm gonna see if I can like split screen this just to make it easier for me. Bear with me for 1 second. Hey. Okay, that's better. You can still see chat now. So there's something being multiplied by another thing, which I can't really tell what it's supposed to be. Hey, nice. New internet router. Exciting. So the screenshot that Zerd has, there are a bunch of maps. And I'm not sure what those... Oh... I think I see, but I need to think about it. Because decoding's gonna be a bit difficult. Right. So I need the maps. And I think I need to multiply each column by a power of 16, I believe. So that column will be 16 to the power of 0, which is 1, so I don't need to change it. This one is going to be 16 to the power of 1, which is going to be 16, so I need to multiply this by 16, like this. Darren Make says, what is that link on the top right? It's a link to my coffee page, which is a website that lets you donate to creators. Because like I can't do like super chats and like subscriptions yet, because my channel is not eligible for it. But you know, if people want to make a small donation to support me, that's an option. Obviously, you know, you don't have to do it, but it is very much appreciated if you choose to do so. Right, so the second one is going to be 16 square, so that's 16 times 16, which is 256, I believe. Is it 256? Yeah, no worries, dear Makes. It's absolutely not a requirement. Yes, it is 256. Nice. Why not just use 16 markers? Because it's... Have you seen what I shown before? It's a mess. I'm looking at a screenshot right now where like Zert has made a bunch of optimization, and there's like so few node-ons. Like the old system required like at least 64 node-on, but the one I'm looking at right now, it only requires like less than 32. That's big improvements. Once you need lots of node-ons, you'll see how it will function shortly, don't worry. So I need to plug this one in. I do fully trust Zert on this. They have a huge brain. So now we gotta do... Yeah, they're doubting, not me, doubting Zert, which is like, feels like something you shouldn't do. So third one, I can only go to 1,000, so I guess I need to be smart about this and divide 1 by 16. So that's like, what is that like? 0.5 divided by 2, 25, 125, 0.6. Oh, should probably just use the calculator for this. 1/16 is 0.65. Okay. 5. Yeah. Good. Ah, yeah. 496. Good. So now I need to take this, multiply. Oh, I need a bunch of them actually. So I need one here, which multiplies. Huh? What does that plug into? This screenshot is difficult to read. So I think this one has like all the columns plugged into it. Right. That's that. And oh, I guess it's multiplying like the A button, which says, all right, it's time to place. So I'll just do a bit of that, and I'll plug it here. And then that will get multiplied by each row. Interesting. So each row gets a multiplication. And just a bit of that. Oops. And it just, that will count. So I'm gonna try and rearrange these tiny bit. There. All right. And I need to put a counter on here. Okay. So that's gonna be storing the town layout in those 4 counters. Which is neat. Yeah, spaghetti already hurting Jupe's brain. Right, I guess I'll need a visual aid. Just to see like which plots I'm currently on. And I'll just have a bunch of like different number objects. So just pick some nice colors. What's the max of number of objects? No, there's no limit. It's thankfully it's not like text object where you can only have 8 of them. It's just as many objects as you can afford. Okay. So now we can identify each row. And I'm going to I'm gonna try and make like a little marker thing. So pre-slide in here. I'm gonna move that elsewhere. Oh. Can I like... There we go. Alright. This goes here. Should probably have this little block right there. There we go. And I can just map those again. There we go. And now I'm gonna make another box. Oh, did the music stop again? Okay. There we go. And I'll just have like... Oops. There we go. Hey, nice. Oh. Ah. Lines. My worst enemy. Oh. I'm fine, I'm fine. Ugh. Okay. Good. Line tools. Hey Anthony. Hey Dallas. Okay, so now we can see like the cursor. Nice. I'm just gonna like make that center real quick. Okay, so now we can see what's going on, and yes, so that part of the encoding is working. I'm gonna show you how it works real quick. So all the numbers on this row, you know, those will just be like, I guess, normal numbers, I suppose. So like, if I press this button, it's gonna turn into 1, or 2, or 3, or whatever. So like, now I've got like building 8, and then I can do the same, but like, this time it's 16, and this time it's... Yeah, it's basically just multiplying a bunch of times. And I'm gonna need bigger stuff than this. So it's basically like being encoded in 16-bit numbers, essentially. So, you know, this one is like to the power of 1. This one is the power of 16. This one is the power of 256. And this one is the power to 496. And I can just combine them. So here we have 17. That means we have 1 here and 16 here. I can combine like these two. So we have 256. So we have one here and we have one here because they're like 16 and stuff. It's difficult to grasp, but it's basically just like encoding. Yeah, I'm working on a game called Constructopia, which is like a collaborative game started by Dom from the Video Dojo YouTube channel in GBG. I put a link to the kind of presentation video as well as the playlist of like previous VODs in the description. Don't worry, Choops, I don't really understand either the magic, but I think I get the gist of it. All I need is basically so what would I have to do to... Now I need to kind of extract each of them, I guess. And that's gonna be I think the tricky part. I do wonder if I could just use like 16 counters. I guess not. I would need to decode this back, like separate each, bundle of like 16 bits. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting challenge. Let's try and do that. So how would I go... How would I go on about that? That's gonna be an interesting challenge. So I might need some kind of modulo thing. How would I go on about decoding this in like real time? That feels difficult to do. Okay, let's see. First, I'm gonna divide by... I'm gonna divide by 4096. So it would be kind of the first step. Okay. Yeah, so that seems to work. Yeah, so that's working fine. So like, I'm multiplying anything that goes into this counter. So like everything in this column, or everything in this column is being multiplied by 4096, so I just have to divide it back to get the original number I wanted. But I guess my question is like, it's like it is gonna add a bunch of stuff in here that I don't really want. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to limit myself to... I'm gonna have to add a system to limit to those 15 choices. Because if you think about it, I guess it will be easier if I draw this, maybe. I don't know. Just so I can try and get it to. So this encoding system, it's basically like having little boxes. So there's one box here, one box here, one box here. Oh, these are very bad boxes. I'm just gonna use this to explain. So this one is a column for ones. This one is a column for 16s. This one is a column for 256s. Oh, this is lousy. I don't like this. I shouldn't do like add s at the end. So 1, 16, 2, 5, 6, and 4096. So these are all power of 16. And so if I were to say add, you know, 3 in this column, you know, it would turn into, it would stay 3. Because, like, I'm basically just multiplying 3 by 1, and it's 3 here. But, like, say I wanted to add 5 here, right? Now I need to multiply 5 by 16, and that is 80. So if I were to put like 5 in this cell right here, it would get encoded as it would be encoded as 80. And so you would get a number that's like 80 plus 3, so that's like 83, and 83 is the encoded number, and we should be able to decode it back into 5 and 3, which is neat. And the thing about this is, because we, like, there might be a problem. Like, imagine that we put like 16 here. So that's 16 multiplied by 1. So that's, you know, 16. The problem is, if we have a value of 16, that could be either interpreted as having a value of 16 in the cell of ones, or a value of 1 in the cells of 16. So we need to make sure that each column cannot produce the same number as another column. So we would have to limit ourselves to a value between 0 and 15. Because the only way to get 15 using the encoder is by putting 15 in the ones block. And the only way to get 16 is to put a 1 in the 16's cell. So if we get 15, right? Well, if we have 15 in the encoder, like to decode, we know, 15, it doesn't fit in here, right? It's not 16, so it can't fit in here. It's definitely not 4096 or 256. So we know it must fit only in this column. And to get back the number, we just have to divide by 1, and that gives us 50. And say we get a more complicated number, like, okay, let's say we have 5, oh no, wait, even better. Let's say we have 600. Let's say we have a number of 653. So that's kind of an arbitrary number, but we can decode it now. We just have to figure out how many of each of these numbers fit into this one. So 256, it can fit twice in that. So 256 and 512, but we can't fit like a third 256. So we know this one has a 2 in it. We also know that it can't be like 4096 because there's no like 4096 in this number. It fits 0 time inside this little number, so it just gets blanked out. So that's 512. So we have to do like, we have to remove it from our number. So 653 minus 512. So it leaves us with 109. So that I'm bad at like doing this kind of math. I'm just gonna use a calculator. One sec. So 653 minus 512 equals 141. Hey. So we just have to remove our 256 times 2. And that leaves us with 141. So now we have to figure out how many times 16 fits into 141. So I believe that would be 9 times. Or something. Wait, no, 9 times would be 144. Okay, let's just count. 16, 32, 48, 64. So we know 128 fit. So that's 8 times already. But 128 plus 16, that would be 144, so that doesn't fit. So it already only fits like 8 times. And now we just gotta do 141 minus 128. So we kind of shave off this number more and more. And that would be... I'm just gonna do minus 8. So that is 133 minus 20. 113. So it would be 13, I believe. Just gonna quickly double check. Yes, 13. So now we can just shave it off further to 13. And 13 fits 13 times in the columns of ones. And we have decoded our numbers into 4 like separate numbers. 2, 8, and 13. If we were to re-encode it back, we would get 653. So to decode our number, we need to find how many times each of these fit into our number, and we just have to kind of solve that. So with that in mind, I guess we'll do that. I need to show this. Oh, but I disconnected this bit here. I'm just gonna quickly plug a button back in so we can, like, bounce. So this divides the 4096 column by 4096, so we can recover the original number. And as you can see, as I add more numbers, you can see that one number getting bigger until we reach 15, at which point, you know, this is the biggest number we can get out of, like, this column here. And I just need to divide it. Now, if I start adding to it, so, like, let's say I have, you know, 15 in the first column, then 15 in the other column, and then yeah, 15 in that other column. You can see that we're not quite reaching 1. So we know that the only way to get 4096 is to add 1 to the 4096 column. You can see we don't have like we don't have a whole number here. So all we need to do is kind of like trim off anything beyond the period, the decimal point, and we'll be able to retrieve our original number back. And for that, how would you do that? We can't just use a digitize. So instead, I'm going to remove 0.5. Sorry, Tubes, for I realize that it's really difficult to explain properly, especially because I'm kind of learning as I go. It's like binary encoding, but instead of multiples of 2, it's multiples of 16. It's difficult. Yeah, it's very complex. Oop. So what I'm doing here is creating some kind of floor function. So a flooring function basically just chops off anything past the decimal point. So just to explain the difference between that and rounding, if we were to like if we have like 1.6, a rounding function will always round it up. So 1.6 will become 2, because, you know, we're past the half point on that. And then, but the difference with flooring is that flooring, it just chops off anything after the decimal point, so it will be 1 instead. And that's useful because we don't actually want it to like round. We want it to floor. We want to remove anything past the decimal point. And that's what this whole thing will do. So, if I look at this, right, as long as right, I'm just gonna go on this, right, this column here. As long as I don't press it more than 15 times, that number object will stay at 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we need to stop, because I'm kind of at the limit. If I press it one more time, it will... There we go, it will count up to 1. And now we've got a number that's kind of like confusing, because I've pressed this one 16 times. But I'm not able to recover that, because it's the same as if I pressed this once. So we need to make sure that we like stick with a number between 0 and 15 for each of these cells. But this bit works, and we've decoded our number. Alright, troops, see you soon. And now we just need to do the same thing. Except we have to divide by a different number. So this one was divided by 4096 to recover the 4096 columns. Now we just need to divide by 256. Like this. And we do this whole thing again. Oh wait, I need to subtract them first. Yes. Hold up. No, this part is good. I'm not sure how to get the next part. Because I can't just blindly divide by 256. I don't think it will work. Unless... I mean, I'll just try and we'll see how it goes. I don't think it will work, but... Alright. just have to do the same. No, I don't think it will work like that. I need to do some modulo first. Hey, Gaiden? Okay, I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I guess we'll just wait and see. Oh, wait. Yeah, this only goes to 1000. Hmm. Might be stuck here? Let's see. Oh no. Forgot to change these. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What did I do? So this part works. Yeah, these definitely don't work. What am I doing wrong? Yeah. No, that's not how it goes. Do I need to... The music volume's a little low. Yeah. I'll turn it back up. Hey, Leafy Bell. Good to see you. I'm gonna turn the music a bit. There we go. Should be better now. So I guess I need to multiply it again. Yeah. So let's try doing a bit of that. And that should go in this thing. So. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this bit works now. I just need to not get over 16, because else, yeah, it kind of wraps around like this. But I guess you can see how it's counting now, which is neat. It's kind of like a clock where the minutes are like 16 seconds instead. Right, so I just need to do that again. That's good. It's just a bunch of maps and stuff. And a bunch of flooring. Here, and this goes into this little block here. Nice. Yeah, I like this track. Nintendo Land OST is great. And now I just need to... multiply this by 16. Thank you, Kaden. Appreciate it. And subtract this by this, and I think this can just go straight into this bit. get lost here. Yeah. Hmm? Uh-oh. What's it subtracting? 256. Because I forgot to plug this in, that's why. Okay, so this should just go in this then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 15. Oh! Uh-oh. We glitched out there. What is that? So it goes from digitize into map alongside this. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Wait. It should go in here as well. I might need to reorganize my thing a bit. Okay, so how far ahead am I? I'm decoding some 16-bit values, which is interesting to say the least. Well, I guess not 16-bit, more like base 16 numbers is more hexadecimal, I guess, in a way, which is fun. Here, which goes into this, which then goes into this bit. Do I need to digitize it again? I guess I do. That's weird. What's going on? 256? Well, it should be removed. Maybe I should... Maybe it should, like, cascade. Like this. Maybe not. Okay, so... No. That's not how it goes. That's weird. So these two definitely work. I'm able to extract those values, but not these. Like, I can extract them just fine, but it kind of glitches out these two, and I'm not sure why. So I think I'm definitely, yeah. So, and I remove, yeah. Maybe if I add a result. No, just breaks everything. Oops. I don't know, I guess I have to like keep subtracting. Oh! Was that it? Yeah, maybe I just had my wires a bit weird. Look at that! I'm able to store each combination of 15 digits using this one number here. So this number is being decoded in real time into these. So it's able to identify individual numbers for each of these 4 cells using this one number here. So we've got a functioning decoder, which is great news because it means all we have to do now is duplicate this setup 4 times and we should be able to decode this whole grid, which is exciting. Is it gonna be for password? I guess so, yeah. This is gonna generate the password and this is gonna decode them as well. So excited. Really good. Okay. And I'm just gonna keep an eye on time as well. Okay, so we got about an hour left. I'm excited. I'm really excited because Because I figure out the decoding on my own, which feels really good, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Big thanks to Zert for the encoding. That's genius. And I'm really proud that I was able to kind of like find a way to reverse it essentially. So that's very nice. I guess all I need now is to duplicate this setup. Yeah. Let's do that. Voxy's crypto mining in GBG. I'm creating bun coins. GBG. Yeah. Ew. That's all I'm gonna say. Ew. Ew. So, I just need to do that. And that. And that. And that. And theoretically, I just need to plug these in here. And the digitizers into those as well. Oops. Wrong one. Okay, let's quickly test it. Oh, silly me, I plugged them backwards. Uh-oh. This is the first one. I need to watch out for that. It's in kind of reverse order. There we go. One. Just gonna make sure I can like have 15 into each without it breaking. Oh. Look at that. It's working perfectly. Oops. Kind of went over there. I'm not supposed to. Yes. Amazing. Okay. It is a bit unsightly. Like it's, I guess, a bit scary. Scary spaghetti. I'm gonna see if I can make it more... a bit more compact. Yeah, that's a bit more compact, which is nice. That's a lot of spaghetti. But that's fine. It's GBG. We know what to expect from GBG. By the way, what did everybody think of the Nintendo Direct? Do you have any games that you are looking forward to? Not much for me, says Fred Killer, but it was a spectacular direct. I know, yeah, it was really good. And yeah, I can see what you mean. There are a lot of these series I haven't not played. For example, Pikmin or Metroid. But like, I know it's like big exciting hours for everybody. Excited for a Herbie. Personally, I'm excited for Professor Layton. Cause like, especially with the whole like level 5 thing about how they weren't like at one point they really said that it wouldn't be releasing games outside of Japan anymore. So really excited to see Layton again. Zelda Nuts and Bolts is looking very fun too. I'm really gonna finish Breath of the Wild, but I'm very much looking forward to this new Zelda. Pikmin looks super neat too. I've never played Pikmin before, but I guess it might be worth trying. And also, Katamari. We love Katamari Reroll. I bought the Katamari Damacy Reroll recently, and it's lots of fun. Definitely gonna play it more. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the remaster, like the second Katamari game, I suppose. Hey Mercury. New Fantasy Life. I've actually never heard of like Fantasy Life before. It looks like some kind of Animal Crossing-esque game. But it does look very cute. Just sanity check real quick. Oh, this is so neat. Yeah, so I guess the magic of this system is that I don't actually have like 16 individual counters. I only have those 4, and like they magically turn into these. So neat. Now I realize that this may not seem like a bunch of improvements, because like the decoding is expensive, you know, to decode all of this back into individual numbers. But you have to realize that this is gonna save us some work for, like, you know, encoding the actual codes that you will get to share with people. So you need to keep that in mind as well. Yeah, super exciting. Thank you, Mercury. Yeah, this is gonna be. Is it decoding right now, or just displaying the layout directly? It is decoding, so the numbers on the colored blocks is what's actually being stored in counter. So each block of color is representing a counter. These cells are not counters, they're just this number being decoded in real time. So all the counter is storing is 18101, but the system is decoding it back into 05 and 11 and 06 and 04. But internally, this is the only number that's actually being actively stored in a counter. This is just just displaying the results of the decoding. How are you going to encode the color blocks into one code? We're probably going to be using so Scrubs has already shown off his own like code generating skills with like Balloon World, and more recently a very cool Picross game, and he's gonna help out with that. He's gonna transform these 4 numbers into an alphanumerical code, which is gonna be like more like smaller to store and like enter than like 4 or 5 digits numbers, basically. So now I just need this new bit right here. With much spaghetti later, we are ending up with a successful decoding. Mercury said it's not very Animal Crossing though. With the tone building, it seemed like it might become more of it. Interesting. Okay, let's do a full grade of 15s, just to prove that it's working. Look at that. Nice. So far, so good. And look at that. Full grid of numbers decoded from only 4 numbers. So exciting. Yeah. Neat. Yeah, I don't know how Scrubs did the whole like alphanumerical encoding, as either he's just gonna have to work his incredible magic. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. So yeah, we now have a way to store 4x4 grid of 16 different like combinations of cells into 4 numbers, and we have a way to decode them in real time. So that's awesome. This is gonna be super useful. This is already a big like first step into the whole like town sharing feature. And it feels good because like this really was one area of the game that kind of felt a bit intimidating to me, because I'm not really a pro in like with like encoders and decoders, but to have done that first step feels very good. And um, hopefully we'll just be like smooth sailing from there on. Neat. And note on wise, we are currently sitting at 115, which, hey, not too bad for this. I actually don't know how much we could optimize it, aside from like getting rid of a few duplicate constants, but I guess that's something we'll have to worry about later. So one thing that I need to think about now is how to reset each of these cells. Yeah, it looks so complicated. It's like Cthulhu. Yeah. Some kind of dark magic or something. But yeah, I need to think about how I want to reset each of these cells. Because the thing about resetting is I can't just reset the whole counter because that would destroy this whole bit. I need to find a way to remove exactly, you know, that portion here, basically. Because obviously I can't just do like restrict range. Or can I? I don't think this is gonna do anything. If I do like enable range restriction. No, it's not doing anything. Oh! I guess it is, but it's not really doing what it wants. Fitting music. Yeah, I do feel like a bit of a monkey right now. I guess I would have to go in and just subtract the extracted number from this, maybe? But that seems like it would require a lot of endnode on for this. Yeah, I would have to read from each of these. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. How would I do that? How would I go in and just like remove any value from this? Hmm. So yeah, I would need to use all of these values that I've got here. Which is difficult. This way we check the decoded values if they are higher than 15. Just subtract the equivalent of 1 for that specific cell. So the decoded values would never exceed 15 is the thing. So just to make sure, what I'm trying to do is, you know, I've got my bunch of buildings here and stuff, and I want to say, okay, I want to remove that one, which in this instance just means setting it back to 0. So I'm trying to think of like the best way to do that, to set it back to set any of these cells back to 0 using this encoder system. So I'm just gonna quickly check the thread again to see if Zod said anything about this. If not, I'll probably just ask Zod directly afterwards. It's fine. Hmm. So that said you'd only need about 10 nodon more for deleting. So I'm kind of curious to know what those 10 nodon would be like. Uh, what would be taking only 10 nodon though? Hey King Monk, welcome. Um, oh no. You beat Sans the third time. Nice. I've never played Undertale. Hey, some random gaming channel, welcome. 10 nodon. What could those 10 nodon be? Huh. Maybe you could get the decoded value and make it the encoded version of itself. And then subtract that from the encoded number. Yeah. Maybe I had a person. Of course. By the way, hi, Edelshin. They're not jumping. Ah, yes. The person's no longer gonna jump on the numbers, it's gonna reset them. So, Kirby Super, I think that's kind of like what I was gonna do, but I feel like that would take more than 10 nodon. Yeah, I'm just going off Zut's comment, because Zut has basically provided, you know, this part of the system. But they haven't really said much about the deletion system, which was in the old build that their optimization was based on. So, I guess I'm just gonna try asking them. So 1 second, chat. So hopefully Zerg will be able to assist with that. And set. Alright. At a Voxy, then a Video Dojo. Alright, King Monk. I'll see you soon. Thank you for the encouragement. Again, words. So, how do we delete that? Because, like, I can't just go and just blindly remove, 15 and 255 and stuff, because that would mess up the number as a whole, but... Because, like, I do know that I would need to retrieve these values I'm sending. I'm just confused about being only 10 node on. I don't think I can find a way to do that. But I'll node on to where the button is. Uh-oh. That would make the program... It's like... Oh yeah, it's only one node on and it's just this. But it's like everything's stuck together. It sounds horrible. Hey someone, good to see you. It's going well. It's just a demo. I've built the optimized town encoder system that Zert has made based on like an earlier stream where I kind of struggled with that, and I've also managed to decode it as well. So that feels pretty good. So all of these numbers you're seeing right now, they are not actually counters. These are the only like counters in this system. It's just being decoded in real time to kind of retrieve the original numbers that I would want to input. So yeah, we can encode all the town layouts we want. Now I just need to find a way to be able to reset any of those cells, which is difficult because those cells don't really exist. Like, I can't just say, oh, I'm gonna reset this counter, because I can't, there's no counter here. This is the counter. And I can't just reset it because it would just annihilate this whole row. So that's kind of what I'm scrambling with. I'm hoping that maybe Zert will be able to help, because they've said that it would be relatively cheap to implement, but I'm not sure how they would go on about it. And I'm not sure if I can figure out on my own. I guess I could keep thinking though. Because if I look at this, this bit here, So I'm storing each row, and then I can store different column numbers for each row. So I guess I would just need to do that in like I would just have to do this whole thing again. Except instead of adding, I would be removing, but I need to remove the number that's already there. Because, like, if I want to count down, yeah, this breaks the whole thing if I start counting down. I can't redo that. Like, I must not be able to do anything like negative, because that's gonna break everything. So I can go up and down, but obviously I don't want to have to go down manually until I'm at 0 again. I want to be able to only remove 5, or in this case, you know, this number here. Hey RJ, welcome. Oh, Zert is typing in the Discord. Help might be on the way. Yeah. Actually, so I've already got access to these decoders there. So let's say that maybe so that says you basically need to decode which building is in the current tile and you place the negative that building. Okay, well that's kind of where I was going for. So I've already got like each decoded value. How... How do I actually like decode the value for each square though? I mean, I've got my whole system here, but how do I add the inverse for each building? Because that sounds so expensive to do. So I'm able to get the decoded values for all the cells together. I guess I would need a way to decode the value for the cell that I'm on. So I need to maybe find a way to do that, possibly. Which I'm not sure how to do. I'm gonna try and think about it. So I can get the position of this. Oh, and my cat wants snuggles. It's not the time to be distracted. Yeah, so if I can find a way to only decode the one number that this square is on, that would be great. Hey, Skunktronics? Unexpected company. Yes, she's been like chilling in my room for a bit. I guess she wants cuddles now. Hello. The thing is, she could jump on my lap, but she chooses not to. And she keeps like going on one side of the chair, then the other, then again. Maybe she'll jump on the on the like the back of my chair again. Sometimes she does that. And then she'll hang out on my shoulder like a parrot. And she's just like rubbing against my legs. Oh. Cute thing. Alright, so we've got a decoder going on. So I guess I'll just go in and grab the decoder from here, and I'll try to rework it so that I can only get a decoding from the cell, the grid cell that I'm in. So let's try and do that. So, we can find which grid cell we are on by looking at the combination of markers. So what I can do is... Oops. I can multiply the outputs from the counter by the output from the corresponding marker. And that will tell us... Oops. That will tell us the value... Oops. That is stored for each row. So let's do that. There we go. And I'm gonna add a new number object here. And that will give us the results of all these multiplications. So now, yes, so it will only give us a number. Oh, I guess not. Oh, I'm a silly. It's meant to go in here. Yes. So now it will show us the number on the orange block, but only for the row that I am in. And now I just need to send it into this system here. So and here. It's very noisy. Alright. And now I need to get a result from the row or the column that I'm in. So I need a few more multiplications. Right, and here, and here, and now this should go right into this. I need to add it back to my bit here. Yeah, look at that. So now we can actually retrieve the number for each individual cell separately. And since we can do that, it means we can also like make it negative. And just to make my life easier, I'm Benoit. Yes. Just gonna do that. Benoit. There we go. And now I've only got... Sorry. I've only got one input to worry about. It's a bit cleaner. And it still works. Yep. Still does. Nice. And now all I need to do is invert it. And multiply it by an input from the B button. And I can just send it into here. So now, if I press the B button, it resets the cell. Oh my gosh, look at that, it works. Yes. I can reset each cell. Oh, that is awesome. Yes. So I can still, you know, fill my grades randomly. Ah, this rocks. And I can just, you know, reset. And it just works. Yes, this is genius. And, you know, I guess I don't need any of this anymore. 'Cause, like... all I need to do... This is a serious BBB moment. What's a BBB moment? Big Brain Bunny. Thank you, Dom. So, yeah, because I guess theoretically, I wouldn't need this anymore. I would just need to have something... I would just need to move on each cell, grab the number, and then, you know, build the town. Because if I can, like, get it for each cell, I don't need to decode it in its entirety. I'm just gonna keep it for visualization purposes, because I still need a way to display those numbers. But technically I don't need that, like, stack of decoders. I just need the one that I made that I kind of jigged together previously. Ah, this is awesome. Yes! This rocks. I love this. Now, this isn't 10 node on. This is a lot more than that. So I'm assuming that there's still some like Zerd magic involved to optimize the ever-living crap out of this. But I'm still gonna call that. So like, all right, let's pretend these don't exist anymore, because I'm assuming that we don't like strictly need them. These are just so that I can show the underlying grid. So if we remove that, our system currently sits at 83 node on. So to encode and remove buildings and all that, we only need 83 node on, and my cat is climbing on my chair. What are you doing here? Hi. Under 100 hype, yes. So good. Ah. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm so excited. This is great news. Alright. My cat is like being very cuddly. I'm just gonna try and rename this file real quick. Oh, actually, before I do that, it seems you are trying to make a high quality game. Would you like some help with that? I don't need help. I'm doing great on my own, thank you. Yeah, see you kidding. My cat is a big encoding fan, yeah. And she's climbing on my desk now. Hi. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly rename this file before she knocks everything over. Wait, I said I need to add all that back in. Yeah, this almost doubles the node on count, but it's fine. So CSTP encoder. What's your cat name, if you don't mind asking? Her name is Cannelle, and it means cinnamon in French. Ooh, what's it? Ooh, we just switched node on. Are you going to... Oh, I didn't have time to read it. I like that they made the map node on a pro shipper. No, don't step on the keyboard! No! What are you doing? Inquiring minds need to know. Oh. Don't show me your butt, that's rude. Alright. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. Foxy's cat has entered the chat. I'm scared because like she's looking at the switch on my desk very intently. Chat cat. Yeah, you've heard of chat dog. Now here's chat cat. I don't think you can hear her purring, but she definitely is, because she's happy, and so am I, because we've got a working town layout, encoder, and decoder. On that note, I think it's a good time to call it there. Dom stream is starting very soon, so I will see you there. We'll be hanging out in chat as always. I'm being assaulted by my cats. Oh, and she jumped off. Yes, yes, a cat in French is a chat. And, yeah, it's been fun. Agreed. Well, that's gonna be it for today. As I've said, I will see you in the Video Dojo YouTube chat very shortly. I hope you have a great rest of the evening. And I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.